the secret behind numbers 369 with Nikola Tesla's codes to the universe are not only going to be finally revealed, but I'm going to break down exactly why this is the secret to the universe that you can use to get anything that you want in life. So my name is Jake with jakeducey.com. If you're new here, thanks for being here. If you're a returner, thanks for coming back. And if you haven't yet, I have a free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You can click right up there or go to jakeshypnosis.com. It is linked in the description and pinned to the comments right there down below. You just got to use it every single day for a couple minutes, reprogram your subconscious mind, and it's free. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so by now you probably heard that Tesla quote, secrets of the universe are in energy, frequency, and vibration. 3 things. And he said, if you only knew the power of the 369s, you would have a code to the entire universe. And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, from my research, 3, 6, and 9 are what basically are the bridge between the immaterial and the material through the quantum field and the visible world of matter. It all kind of goes back to this thing called vortex math. We're not going to go super far into it, but there's a physicist named Marco Rodin, and he breaks down how 3, 6, and 9 are the vector numbers that bring energy from an invisible wave state into a physical particle state. So it just kind of looks a little bit like this. So you've got 3, 6, and 9. And then you have a physical particle, matter. 3, 6, and 9 become material energy. In quantum physics, we know about the observer effect, right? In the observer effect, a particle can sometimes disappear and become a wave. So when you're looking, it becomes a particle. And when you're not looking this way, whatever, not looking, it is a wave. Particle meaning it is localized in space and time. It is here in this space and time reality. Wave meaning it was a particle and now it's not a particle. Where did it go? Now it's a wave of energy that is back in the quantum field or fluxing between third dimension and the ether or the quantum field. It is non-localized. It is not here in space and time. So it is called the observer effect because the act of seeing creates the particle, and the act of not turns it into an invisible wave. So it's the wave-particle duality because it can be a particle or it can be a wave. So if we bring this back to Tesla, 3, 6, and 9 in the quantum field, invisible quantum field energy, those are the numbers that bring something into material world by way of becoming a particle. And there's 3 main things out of this that cause us to be able to move energy from being immaterial to material. Like, think about how crazy this is. The act of observing literally creates particles. The smallest building blocks of all of this stuff disappears and reappears based off of the observation of it. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Right? These are the 3 things that he discussed. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, what creates a particle and brings it into life via quantum physics and the observer effect? The observation, the consciousness. The consciousness of it existing. Well, if we were to describe consciousness, how would we describe it? energy, frequency, and vibration. Energy, frequency, and vibration. So if you want to successfully use Nikola Tesla's 369, what you're really doing is the process of the observer effect, taking things from the energy realm into the material realm, or from the unseen, and you are making them seen, or going from E equals mc squared, energy and mass times the speed of light. Energy equals mass or matter times the speed of light. That these things are one and the same. That the material world is one and the same with energy, which means that this energy, frequency, and vibration creates particles, creates the material world, and brings it into form, which means everything that you want already exists. So if you're with me here still, you can give me a comment down below that says I'm with you. If you haven't yet, I have a free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You can get that and tie this whole thing together. Now, if we think about this whole thing like this, and we take a final step back on how do we actually apply this and bring this back into our life and into reality, then what we understand is that everything already exists. Because energy never created or destroyed. I spelled destroyed wrong. Energy can never be created or destroyed. Science tells us that, right? So if energy can never be created or destroyed, then that means that everything you cannot see with your five senses, it's not that it isn't real. It actually already exists. Because energy is never created or destroyed. Energy can only be transferred. Energy can only be transferred in new states. Because energy can never be created or destroyed, it can only be transferred into new states, which is the entire principle of the observer effect, which is, does this thing, when it is just a wave and they can't see it, does that mean it doesn't exist anymore? Well, how could it not exist if 1 second ago it was just a particle? It does exist. It just got transferred into a new state, and that new state was beyond the spectrum of visible light. It was beyond this dimension. It's like it went in, it was like time traveling, and now it's gone, and then it comes back. Energy is never created or destroyed. It still existed, which means everything that you want already exists in the quantum field, and you bring it into reality through transferred states of energy via consciousness. So the way that you bring this all together using Nikola Tesla's 369 is energy, frequency, and vibration. Energy, frequency, and vibration. So if you're transferring it into a new state, here's what you do to use Tesla's technique. First things first is, what state do you want energy to be transferred into? Meaning, what do you want? Do you want some more money, an extra $500? Do you want to make $10,000 a month? Do you want to meet a new friend? Do you want to go on a new date? What is it that you want? Once you know the state that you want energy to be transferred into, because energy and matter are one and the same, these things are a revolving door that constantly go back and forth, flitting and fleeting with a bunch of light photons. Now you know what state of matter you want to turn energy into. In other words, you know what your intention is. You pick 3 specific intentions. Next, what you're going to do is for 60 seconds apiece, 60 seconds apiece, you're going to practice feeling them as if they're already here. What you're going to do is energy frequency, and vibration. You're going to practice the energy, frequency, and vibration. And what is energy and frequency and vibration with human? Is it an abstract thing that only hippies know about? No, it's your emotions. Emotion, energy, and motion. So once you pick what those three things are, to transfer them into a new state, you're going to spend 60 seconds practicing feeling the feelings as if those things have occurred. And you're going to do this for the next 90 days. 3 things, 60 seconds for 90 days. And what you're going to find is that energy is never created or destroyed, and it can only be transferred into new states. What I encourage you to do is download my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. You can click right there or go right there down below. It's linked in the description and pinned to the comments right there down below. It's free to use. It's Jake's Hypnosis. Set an alarm on your phone where once a day, you're going to turn on the success hypnosis, and then you're going to walk step by step through each of your desires. So let's say one of your desires is money, one of them is new date, and one of them is you want to make $5,000 a month. Specifically, these are your 3 things. You're going to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you remember that energy equals matter. Energy is never created or destroyed, and it already exists. It exists in the non-physical dimension. And once we understand that it exists in the non-physical dimension, we have a choice whether we're going to create a particle via the observer effect, and we're going to have an effect on consciousness. Most people live in cause and effect. Why does this keep happening to me? I don't understand. Well, this is the economy and this guy and they did this and nobody likes me. We're deciding our reality based off of results or the effect. We're living in reactionary consciousness. Or we can move out of cause and effect and we can start causing an effect. We can start causing effects. There's only one causal substance in the entire universe, and that's consciousness, which was proven by the observer effect, which is invisible wave of energy right here, material matter particle here. You have a choice on what manifests and how it manifests, because you are the only causal substance here. Your consciousness, they've proven subatomic particles themselves don't even appear in this world without consciousness. So from the most basic microscopic level you create your reality to the most advanced level of your bank account, your love life, and everything that it exists. And it comes down to, as Tesla said, energy, frequency, and vibration. Choose your desires and watch them unfold when you align in a harmonious vibration with them. So that does it today. Pick your 3 things, practice for 60 seconds at a time, feeling them as if they already are real. That's what pulls them from the quantum field, moves them from an invisible wave state into a localized particle in space and time, shifting your reality. Try this for the next 90 days. You can click right here to watch my full Tesla ultimate guide. I go into all the history and research behind Tesla's theory of 369. So if you want super in-depth information, all the facts and data, you can go ahead and click right here.